What's going on YouTube? Joe Miner 3131 alongside JS Miner 87 here on the DFS Quarry channel on YouTube. A little bit of a late start here tonight for us, but it is Friday night. Cut us some slack, would you please? We're going to break down the 9-game main slate beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on December 15th, 2018, which is Saturday. Jared, you're having a pretty good night, you're saying?
Oh, we're hovering. We're hovering here. Glued to the TV on this Winnipeg ending game here. We got a minute 18 left. I need some sort of saving goal by the big boys here, either Shifley, Line or Wheeler, any of them. And I'd say that would cement me here at least into the double up here that I'm in. But, if not, hey, I was telling you, $60 blackjack casino win last night there. I'll take it. And that's why I played a little heavy today, too. I was like, yeah, whatever. I won money last night. Why not play it? And, hey, big news here in Pittsburgh here. The local casino opened last night. They're doing the trial run until Saturday. And tomorrow is the grand opening for sports betting here at Pittsburgh Casino. So, there's a lot of hype there. And believe me, the news is the first bet ever wagered was an $11,000 bet on the Patriots by a Steelers season ticket holder.
The camera's acting up again.
Yeah.
But well, I'm not hovering. Shout out to Michael Vaughn. I'm pretty sure he is FHU Slater 2000, who challenged me head-to-head today. I played him in a little contest there head-to-head on the main slate today, and he crushed me. Thanks. But good job to him. Nothing big, just $1. That's fun. I was in one other single entry, and hell, last time I looked, my high score was at 25.4 or some shit. And this late into the night, don't need to look at that shit no more. So I'm not going to look at it no more. I'll look at it tomorrow morning when I get ready to build some lineups for tomorrow's slate. Like I said, Jared, I don't know what Sunday's slate looks like. Whatever you look at that. But regardless, I can't do it tomorrow night. My wife is having a little bit of a Christmas party for her employees. So I'll be entertaining 35, 40 people tomorrow at my house. So I cannot be here Saturday. We'll be back again Sunday evening. May as well jump right into the slate here. First game up, we're going to look at here. Calgary Flames heading into Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Wild. The Wild are a minus 130 home favorite. We have an over-under of 6 in this game.
Is that on the main slate?
No, I'm sorry. It's not on the main slate. That's a 1:30 start. My fault, right? That's not on here. My fault. I apologize. That's a heck of a showdown game right there, though. I'll tell you that. Next game up. No line in this game. I apologize. Ottawa Senators heading into Montreal to take on the Montreal Canadiens. It just seems like these teams just played a week or two ago on back-to-back home and aways, right? I think so.
Yeah, that's correct. That was a Montreal sweep.
Yes. Okay. So we're looking at McKenna confirmed to be in the net for the Ottawa Senators and projected to see Carey Price. Price is hot. What do you like in this game, Jared? I kind of like this game.
Yeah, certainly. I've not been hitting the Dano pick, and I've kind of hesitated to play him all year. And I think he was even involved in some scoring there last game. So I might even ride the Dano train here a little bit. But certainly, I think I'm going to stick to a heavier pair on Montreal's side, and then maybe a slight interest here on Ottawa's side. Looking at this, I still have interest in the Max Domi line there. So Max Domi, potentially Jonathan Drouin. Next line down, Gallagher at 6,500 certainly, and Tatar. I didn't play him the other day, and he just totally wiped me clean. So I'm at Tatar, so I'm not looking to head that way. So for me, it's probably a Druin, Domi, and I'm even going to go down here to the Shea Weber deal. Like we've said, or Petrie, either one, Petrie or Weber here, but I definitely want interest here in a defenseman 100%. I don't know what's going on with my camera, why it's not working. I've shut down every bit of Wi-Fi. I'm garnering from my TV and everything, so I apologize here. And but let's go back here in the Ottawa side here, though. For me, let's go down to the McKenna pick, shall we? Here, if that's who's confirmed here. 001 with a 1.88 his last game. I don't know who he played, so I'm certainly going to look at who he played. Was it a credible team? Was it, was it home versus away? That sort of thing is what you want to check into here. But I do got interest in Mark Stone at 6,300. If I'm spending up on the Montreal side, I'm probably going to try to find someone who shoots and is a lower cost here. Maybe I'll look at Brady Tkachuk at 5,700. He's kind of due. He hasn't scored in 5 games, not one single point. Maybe against this team it would be one, because you got to think they've learned something in the 2 games they've played them. Chabot for me, or Cabot, however you want to say it. 6,300 is getting steep here, guys. You got to back them down, I think, here. But that's where I'm at, really. I'm not going to chance McKenna on this one here, especially away. When you look here, if we're looking Montreal's, you got, I think it's near the bottom in penalty kill with the absolute bottom in power play. So battle of the bottom dwellers here. When you look at special teams here, does Montreal get? They draw a lot of penalties. It looks like they draw about 4 power plays a game. Do we want to, take a chance and look at that first power play unit? I think you can. If you wanted to, run your pair up the Max Domi with the Shea Weber, that could be a viable option, and add back Gallagher into it. I think Gallagher is the a certainty play with the 22 shots, though, in past 5 games. But certainly interest in this game.
Yeah, I like this game. I'm on the Montreal side, but I don't mind some guys off the Ottawa side either. I don't want any part of McKenna. I don't think I'm going to script this one out for Montreal to win this one. But I do like some Brady Tkachuk. I know he ain't scoring, but he's there. I like Colin White and Mark Stone. Chris Tierney, Bobby Ryan, fairly priced. Even Bodker. I wouldn't mind that. I like really the top line. I like Tkachuk and Stone. I do like White too. So the top line more than anything else from Ottawa for me. You could one off the Zingle at 4,300 off that third line. I wouldn't mind that, I guess. And I'm with you on Thomas Chabot. He is pricey, but you know what, man? This young lad, man, is really playing incredibly well, and I think he's well worth the 6,300. That's a fair price, in my opinion. Like I said, no McKenna for me. I'll just go ahead and avoid that all the way around. Montreal, and I do like Price too, man. I think, let me just be certain positive he was playing much, much better. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's 4-0. His last 5 games, 2.37 goals against, save percentage of 9.923. Yeah, certainly, man. 8,100. A little steep on the price. I don't care, man. Carey Price is in play, man. Drew and Domi, Shaw, yes, absolutely. Tatar, yeah. Gallagher, yeah. You know, I don't ever play him. I don't see a reason to start now. Give me some Tatar and Gallagher. Here's Paul Byron, 4,200. Left wing, third line. 2 goals and an assist. Not much time, but hey, Terry Lehkonen. Montreal. Oh, yeah, man. Give me some Montreal. Shea Weber, 58. Man, that's a nice price. 5,800 is perfect. I like to really like to see that version on 52, though. Maybe 51. But that's okay at 58. Jeff Petrie, man, this cat, I thought for certain he was going to fall right on his face, right? When Shea Weber came back, yeah, right. He's like, yeah, right. Career year, Jeff Petrie. He is having a career year, 4,800. Noah Yulson's back. I'll still wait to see here. We'll see how they utilize him a little more. Yeah, I don't think he needs to go to the power plays here. Like Jared had said, nothing jumping off the charts there for you. So let's keep these line combo pairings here going. These line combos. Run the top line, Druin, Domi, Shaw, Tatar, Gallagher, one off, and Paul Byron. Maybe pairing up Paul Byron even with Terry Lehkonen. So certainly tons and tons of plays here on Montreal. Well worth a look. Believe you can take a shot there. Like I said, wouldn't mind. Hey, Cole, what's up? Wouldn't mind a game stack here, but I'm looking to play price, I think. So I know it's first game on the slate, and I'm jumping into it early, but I don't see a problem with price. So we'll take a look there. Next game up on the slate, no line on this one either. Detroit Red Wings heading into New York to take on the New York Islanders. Not certain if this one's going to be in Brooklyn or out on the island. I didn't take a look at that. We got Detroit's on the second end of a back-to-back here. Left wing lock has Jimmy Howard projected. I didn't see who started. Jared, did you see if Howard started today or was it Bernier?
For Detroit?
Yeah.
Detroit, we had a Jimmy Howard today.
We'll probably have Bernier then tomorrow. And the Islanders probably run it. Well, it'll be Grice or Lehner. They have Lehner projected here, but I'd probably say it'll be Grice. What do you like in this one?
And I just want to go back to that last game for one final point to the people that really caught my eye here to validate your price play. Ottawa giving up 38.2 shots a game. Huge numbers there.
Absolutely.
So, but I think we can get through this game here pretty simple. I think you still, for going to the Islanders side, this is a slight interest, guys. This is minimal a game here, I think, at least from the side of the Islanders here. Second line, that's where you look, guys. It's Barzal, it's Beauvillier, it's Bailey. I don't think I'm stacking this line at all. If anything, I think I'm going to run Barzal here in the middle of 5,300, one off completely. He's coming off a 2-assist game there on Wednesday night. So I think your value play is there. That's where I like to be. If I look defensively, is there any cheap kind of defensive guys I can look at? I'm not seeing any defensive pairs here. And certainly, I think you said it was Grice. No interest there. So that's really the what I'm looking at here when I look at that. Just a Barzal play. You can combo up that second line if you'd wish. But for me, I'm just running that one off. Looking here at, I think you got more of the, I think it's a pair stack here, running Nyquist and Larkin on that first line and just stick with that. even though they are on a back-to-back here with Detroit, I still like where they sit. But they are coming across border, right? So they just played Ottawa, so they are coming a little bit across the border. It might lean my interest to play a one off of Larkin and maybe not stack this game with Nyquist. If you do feel that hesitation, but I don't think you can expect a limited game from Larkin. You know, if Detroit scores goals, Larkin's a part of it. He's almost becoming, I don't dare compare the skill level he has, but he's almost becoming what a Connor McDavid is to Edmonton, where you see his name anytime a goal scored. So at least run Larkin as a one-off. I think I will try to pair him in all my plays as that one-off spot. Nyquist, like I said, would be my second option. Defensively here, I think you could visit Cromwell at 3,100 here. The past past 5 games, 3 points, 7 shots, 9 blocks, 3,100 price tag. That's a lock. And no interest here in Bernier. I'm going to look elsewhere for goalies. 1 and 2, 4.77 in his past 5. Seeing the stats like that might want you to at least check. Maybe you're going to find that now that first line might be in play because you see he's been bad. But what do you think, Joe? Does it matter as much? When you're evaluating a goalie that's struggling like that, do you look at where they lost on the road at home, or do you just say he sucks all around and stay away from them and play against them?
I know sometimes that matters, but I'll be honest. The way I look at it is this: these are professional paid athletes. They should be able to play in any venue, in any environment. And if they're struggling, I just think they're struggling. I don't think that it matters whether they're home or away. Now, home and away, as far as team wise goes, I kind of believe in that because I believe the home crowd can lift a team. But I think goalies are so focused. Ice is ice. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know. Puck's black no matter where you go, right?
That's right. Ice, same blue crease.
Right. Well, ice is, clear, white rink, I mean, walls, glass, all the same. Like everything is the same. I mean, the only difference is how far do you have to skate to your bench, right? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, Cole, I'm with you. I donated too there, buddy. So I'll jump into this game here. This is not interesting for me at all. The only plays I want are on the Detroit side with Nyquist and Larkin as a pairing. I don't need no Abdelkader, but if I need the savings, may as well, go with the combo there. I do like Athanasiou with Franz Nilsson a little bit. Again, with Vanek, not really interested in Vanek at all. If you wanted him, it'd just be salary relief there at 3,100. Nah, I don't think you need Chalowski at all. Don't think you need Trevor Day. Yeah, Cronwell would be it for me there defensively at 3,100, which is a really good price tag at 3,100. So, and as far as this game goes, no goalies. Yeah, no way. Other side, Islanders. I'm gonna tell you without really even looking at them. Again, most of what you're hearing from me is as an absolute first look basis. I was jotting down the slate as I opened everything up, getting going here. Man, I can't get the Islanders right, realistically. Anders Lee, Brock Nelson, maybe. Ovier, that'd be it, man. Man, how much I would love this Bovier, Barzal, and Josh Bailey line to face off against Dylan Larkin's line tomorrow. That would be a beautiful thing. Larkin's line will absolutely crush this team. Nothing. No goalies here at all. The Islanders, if you want to play them, you can. I'm not going there at all. I can't even talk about them. Next game up on the slate, Los Angeles Kings heading into Pittsburgh, take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Penguins, we have a line in this game. Penguins are minus 255 home favorite, over under of 6 in this game. And looks like Jonathan Quick and Matt Murray. Am I seeing this? Yeah, up there 11 hours ago. Pens are on a back-to-back. You want some Murray?
Yeah, definitely confirmed there in the Pittsburgh. I was listening to on the radio as I was traveling back from dinner there. Looking to be Murray tonight or Murray tomorrow night. Back to Smith on Monday when they go play Anaheim there, and they're kind of saying depending what Smith does Anaheim, they might go back to Murray next Wednesday when they play the Capitals. I'm like, don't do that to the poor guy. He's trying to get his head steered on, and you're going to put him up against Washington in the second game back. Now, this is a good game, I think, to put him against, to be honest. Even Paul, the legendary Paul Zeiss from Pittsburgh radio, he called it a pretty abysmal LA Kings team. But I'm like, man, Matt Murray's been able to make every team look like Stanley Cup contenders this year. But for me, I'm still going, it's too big of a risk, I think, to be heavy on LA really at all. And I think it's the normal people here. I think I'm going to stick with the Malkin Kessel here and keep that streak running. Even run that second line. You see this second line tonight? 3,300 or Aston Reese, Malkin, and Kessel. Aston Reese with a 3-point night tonight. I think it was a goal and 2 assists. He might be the key, right? They moved back down. Looks like, well, now they moved up Tanner Pearson to the first line, Aston Reese on the second line. So I like that second line a little bit more, but I would not hesitate to look at Gensel, Crosby, Pearson on that first line once again. Looking here, you certainly got a case here to even go down to this power play here. Let's look at home stats, at least for the Penguins. Are they getting power play chances? They get about 3 a game. Not converting as much as you like, but it is a pretty bad penalty kill in Los Angeles here. So I could totally see looking at that first power play line. I think Kessel is the must play. So if you wanted to take Kessel, Malkin, and get those enhanced minutes because they play on the same line, that's fine. But I wouldn't have a problem with you looking at Kessel and pairing him with Crosby instead, and crossing lines there. Letang's back in play. I mean, really, you look at this Pens team, and you can make an argument for all 4 lines. Top 2 are going to be the plays, but certainly look down here at this 4th line, guys. This 4th line, if you need value plays, they're in play. You can look at Derek Grant. He's playing solid hockey here on this. If you watch the Penguins games, Derek Grant is a pretty phenomenal player for the limited ice time he gets. And you look at the Kings here, it looks like at least I got to catch up on my lines, goals per line here. I think I'm 2 days behind here, but LA Kings giving up 7 to 4th liners here. So I think you can make an argument that maybe a little late scrappy goals from this 4th line. Maybe Pens are up by a goal and the empty netter comes out, and somehow Cullen, Wilson, and Grant are out there for that empty netter. So certainly I think there's mark that down, 4th line Penguins. If you need that last player to get you that 2,500 to, stack up, to help afford that mega stack you're going to play, I think there's where you're looking. As I said, defensively, Letang's in play. I think even tomorrow you can make a case here for Oli Mata. on the second line. So second line of the defense here, and he is on that second power play. I just wanted to make sure of that. Yep, second power play. I like taking a risk on Oli Mata, as Pierre Maguire would say.
I don't want no Quick. I don't want no Murray. Real fast here, just touching base on the Kings, because I'm not really interested in the Kings at all here. If you look maybe Kopitar or Brown, I guess see their goals are spread out. It's while they knock Toffoli down to the third line. Maybe Leipzig, Carter, Matt Luff. I like the Pens in this game. I just don't like the goalies. And I don't think you really need to play the Kings here. They'll be low owned, obviously. Defensively, maybe Jake Muzzin, Derek Forbort. That would be it. Man, yeah, the Kings are not a good team on paper. The Pens side, it's hard to say, in my opinion, where you go here. What a neat. Pearson's up with Crosby and Gensel. Okay. Zach Aston Reese is up with Malkin and Kessel. Okay. Sheehan, Broussard, and Rust. I kind of like that line. Anxious to see. This is what they ran today? Jared, did you watch the game?
I didn't get to watch it, but it makes sense that Aston Reese was definitely on that second. Yeah. I see Malkin and Kessel with gold, and their name on the board a lot.
This is interesting. I got tons and tons and tons of interest in the top two lines. Extreme. Tanner Pearson, get ready, my friend. If you really are playing next to Sid, yeah, your game is about to change. Sid makes everybody better. And I think that Sid enjoys making everybody else around him better. So I think Pearson is interesting. He doesn't have any goals over the last 5 games here. He's taken 11 shots. Hasn't scored. Play Pearson tomorrow. And Pearson, this should be his first game against the Kings since he was traded?
Yeah.
All right. Pearson is in my lineup tomorrow. Listen, I never thought that narrative street mattered in hockey at all. I didn't believe in it. And I know in the NBA, if you play NBA DFS, narrative street does matter a lot. Now, playing the narrative, what I've come to notice is birthdays. Birthday games matter. Today's, and I know this is off topic, but I got to bring this up. Barbashev from St. Louis, today's his birthday. I believe he scored today. And it's not like he's a top liner or nothing, and he plays for St. Louis. And it was his birthday, and he still scored. And I paid attention over the past, week or so here. It seems like when it's their birthday, man, they play well. So I'm going to start paying attention a little bit more towards narrative street. And if players have narratives, I'm going to try to take a chance on them. Tanner Pearson has a narrative here today. First game back against his former team. He is about to try to crush these guys. You know that Tanner Pearson is going to do everything under the sun and under the lights and under his power to absolutely do whatever he can to destroy the LA Kings, just to say, hey, buddy, you shouldn't have got rid of me. Bottom line. So, with that being said, give me some Pearson, Crosby, Gensel, Aston Reese, Evgeny Malkin, Phil Kessel, and give me some. Do I want a defense here? I'm sure I do. I really like Marcus Peterson. I'm not going to play him, but I like him as a player. I think he's extremely well. Fits in well. Jared, I'll let you have Oli. Mata, I can't play him. Chris Letang at 6,700. Oh, you. No, can't play. Yes, I can. I'll play Letang. So, top two lines, defenseman Letang. Moving on, next game. Buffalo Sabres heading in to take on the Washington Capitals, home of Alexander Ovechkin, who does not know how to do anything except post hat tricks, I guess. Guys, no over under in this game, no line at all. Goalie wise here, it should be Hutton, and it looks like we're gonna have Phoenix Copley. What do you like there, Jared?
Sorry there, guys. Now he's got me looking up birthdays here. I'm looking up birthdays, trying to see if there's any play. And both players in the league birthday tomorrow, they're not playing. Looks like we have Yanni Gordon, Eric Gustafsson birthdays tomorrow, guys. So not in play. Tampa Bay, I believe, is off. So, but let's get back to this game here. I'll tell you the truth here. I'm leaning towards the Buffalo side here, even on the road. Jeff Skinner, Jack Eichel, Sam Reinhart. I think that's where I'm looking. Obviously, that top line. You look down here on the second and third, Sherry with no goals in the past 5. Middle stack got one. I think that was the last game there, just out. That's his first goal in 5 games. No goals at all in this third line. And then you got this fourth line, each getting up a goal there in the past 5. I just don't see how you try any other different line. I guess I wouldn't mind taking a shot if you 1-1 off Kyle Okposo here. Palmerville's down to the third line as well. And that's Tage Thompson. I think there's going to be a goal by one of those two lines. Actually, I mean, I don't like Copley there, and I'd love to take a chance on them because, I mean, if you're the Capitals, right, aren't you sending out your best line every single time Eichel and them are out there? So you're like going to have, oh man, would that be? You'd have Carlson out there every single time. You'd think it's going to be Carlson out there every time Eichel's out there. So it'll be Carlson and Niskanen out there when Skinner and Eichel's out there. I mean, that's the way you're going to play it, though. You're going to play this first line. But if you are going to look down on those other lines, certainly I think Okposo might be a good 3,500, a cheap like one-off. Or Palmerville must be coming off an injury because his time on ice is way down. Usually when you, like I said before, when you see that TOI per game at 6.26, he's had an injury recently is what that means. Looking here defensively, Rasmus Dahlin, 3,900. He's in play tomorrow. Rasmus Ristolainen, 5,500. He's also in play. Both these guys getting large amounts of ice time. Do we go to the power play here? Let's look Buffalo on the road real quick. 3 point. They get 3.5. Not converting as much as we want, but they do go up against Washington. Yeah. Buffalo power plays in play, guys. So that's going to pair good that your first power play also is that first line all together. So that's your play. You look there. But like I said, if you wanted to stay away from this game, one off it, take off. I would probably lean towards Okposo since he's on that second power play unit. No, I don't think you can put an argument there for Hutton tomorrow. It's just too risky knowing that Ovechkin is he's trying to do what he's trying to basically do what Laine done there. 10 goals in 5 games. He's at 9 goals in 5 games with 21 shots. Ovechkin's in play, guys, until someone can stop him. Backstrom, it's 6 assists. I don't know if I'm going Backstrom at 7,100 with 6 assists. Probably rather just play Kuznetsov at 5,900, who's had the same kind of value. And because you do got Kuznetsov and Ovechkin on that power play, that's probably where I'm going to head and stay away from Backstrom just to save on the price there. Oshie's too pricey right now. Carlson at 6,500, I think you can put an argument there too. So you might just do Ovechkin and Carlson and leave Kuznetsov off your slate. But I think you want some sort of piece of this game, even if you wanted to do 2 one-offs and make it that way. I mean, obviously, I'm not – obviously I say these as the best, the most likely picks here, but price is your biggest enemy when it comes to trying to get a piece of this game. So certainly, I mean, Buffalo might shut down Ovechkin and zone in on him. I mean, Buffalo's not known to give up a ton of goals there, and certainly Hutton coming back had a good game. So I might take the easy route, avoid Ovechkin because he's going to be total chalk, and maybe just play Carlson defensively. And I do have interest in Copley here.
I don't want no goalies from this game. Washington came back and won that game 6-5 today, right? So it's not out of the realm of possibility for Buffalo to come in here and win this game. Especially facing Copley. I won't play Ovechkin now, man. I missed the bus. I'm not going to run behind it and try to catch up. So my strategy will be to fade Ovechkin completely. Man, is it a mistake. But that's what I'm going to do. I got interest in 5 guys, and 5 guys only from Buffalo. Again, no Hutton. My interest is Jeff Skinner, Jack Eichel, and Sam Reinhart. Jack Eichel is an incredible play, I think, at 7,400. I mean, I just absolutely think that Jack Eichel is a great play at 7,400. I do. I don't need to go anywhere else offensively, and I got interest in the Rasmus brothers, Dulin, and Ristolainen. In those 5 guys in Buffalo, and those 5 only. Washington side, because I don't think you write them completely off. Hutton is not going to shut out Washington. That will not happen. But I think if I fade Ovechkin, I still want to taste the Washington. So I'm with you, Jared, on Evgeny Kuznetsov. I just think that, for the 1,200 savings, the same kind of production, it's well worth it. So give me some Kuznetsov. Is this right? Tom Wilson is back? Okay.
Yeah, I think he started playing again.
Okay, if Wilson is back, I'll take Wilson with Kuznetsov. Vrana, 44. The second line, I think. Because don't you think the top line of Buffalo is going to face off against Ovechkin, correct? Ovechkin, Backstrom, and Oshie? Or do you think that they're going to run Evgeny Kuznetsov with Vrana and Wilson against Buffalo's top line?
Yeah, they'll probably put Wilson out there to agitate him.
Right.
He gets final change.
Will they run Wilson with Ovechkin and bump Oshie back down?
If they're smart.
Now that's interesting. Because I agree with you. I think Wilson will be up there to piss off Eichel, or just completely shut down Skinner or Reinhart. You know what I mean? I think Wilson will easily be able to handle Skinner. So, man, that makes it a tough decision for me when it comes to Wilson and it comes to Washington, because I do want to run them together as a pairing. Let me see this. Oh man. Obviously, it's Carlson and Niskanen defensively. I want to play Washington here. I just got to think about this guy. So my choices from Washington will not be Ovechkin. If you want to play him, play him. Why not? It's crazy. I mean, Cat scored 2 hat tricks in a row. Do I think he'll do 3? No. So when I just say that, you probably should play him. But I'm not playing Ovechkin. I'll take the other 2, Backstrom and Oshie, and then I'll take the second line, because I do not think that under any circumstance whatsoever that Buffalo's top line can shut down Kuznetsov, Tom Wilson, or Verona. I think they can score on that top line. And if they don't run, if you can't get Eichel out there against, Ovechkin's line, and Ovechkin's line gets to go up against that second line with Sheary and them on there, Washington is going to absolutely crush here. Give me some Washington. That's all I got here. I'm not certain where I'm going to go, but it'll be the top 2 lines. Next game up, Toronto Maple Leafs heading into Florida to take on the Florida Panthers, struggling Florida Panthers. Toronto Maple Leafs, they did lose last night in Tampa Bay, but in my opinion, they outplayed Tampa Bay. I think if Freddie Anderson is credited with the save, game stays closer, I think we have a closer finish. But that being said, we play all 60 minutes for a reason. So I absolutely think that Toronto being a minus 140 favorite here, Jared, over under 6.5 in this game, that we have to have some interest in Toronto. We should have Freddie Anderson in the net, and it should be Roberto Luongo, as long as he's healthy. Reimer started the last game against Minnesota, and, well, he shit the bed. What do you like here?
For me, I'm favoring Toronto, to be honest here. Tavares now under 7,000 at 6,700 here. Still getting a lot of shots. I'm going to go – I think I'm going to pair him with Mitch Marner tomorrow, to be honest, and leave out Brown. Let's see. I think that if I recall right, Florida – yeah, let's see. Yeah, I like Tavares and Marner here. If I was to add a third person here, I think I'm going off that third line and going to look towards Patrick Marleau, who's been pretty consistent lately with 3 points in 5 games and 12 shots. Certainly gets ice time. Looks like he's got 17 minutes of ice time here. That would be my third player actually out of this one if I didn't go with a defenseman. Morgan Riley, certainly you can put a case in play for him. Jake Gardner, once again, play for him. And, as Joe calls him pretty much nightly here, that cheap option, Nikita Zaitsev, another great play. And I think you can look his way. Travis Dermott, another cheap value play there as well. So a lot of defensive options there, not only cheap but also expensive. A lot of variety to certainly look at. Frederick Anderson, I do have a piece of him and certainly an interest here as Florida does average 35 shots a game. So Florida going to get shots on Anderson, and if he comes out and plays a pretty good game and a GPP and gets the win, you can be looking at about an 8-point night here for Frederick Anderson. When you go over to the Florida side, I think it's your likely candidates. I'm steering. I'm probably staying off Barkov and just running a Huberdeau Hoffman pairing if I do want to draw from them. Me personally, I'm probably not. I would one off someone from here or not even play any of Florida, to be honest, in this one. I kind of look for Toronto to come back a little angry because, like you said, they just played Tampa Bay, so they've been down there. It's not like travel's the issue. So Dadonov, another good play at 6,600 on that second line. I probably would want someone better than Anthony Greco there. But when someone new comes on, it's hard to tell. So I'm just going off pure speculation that Greco's new to the line and new to even the NHL because he's zero across the board. No interest in third or fourth liners here. And I'm sorry, let me just look here real quick at something. I do have interest in taking a shot on Aaron Ekblad at 4,300 or Michael Matheson at 47. I don't want to play Keith Yandel at 49. And if you wanted a cheap play from the Florida defensively, you could look at Mackenzie Weegar. It could be an option here. And for me, Luongo, I'm steering clear of because I kind of game script Florida or Toronto in a runaway here.
I like Toronto here too, but man, don't we think that this is almost an absolute must win for Florida? They're what, like 8 points back now out of the playoffs, and falling. So it's a tough game to predict, I think, or a tough game to script out. However, with that being said, I don't see the game going lopsided one way or the other. It's either going to blow up on both sides and we're going to give a 5-4 game, something like that, or this is going to stay real close and we're going to get a 2-1 or a 3-1 game. So with that being said, I am the Tavares Mitch Marner guy here, man. I like those two as a pairing together. Don't sleep on Andres Johnson. Austin Matthews is obviously in play at 8,200. Kasperi Kapanen, he's a fine play. Marlowe and Kadri. Nylander's getting up to game speed here yet. I still think he needs a few weeks yet, but after the first of the year, he should be up fully to game speed, and we'll see if he's worth the contract. I like Toronto here. There's a lot of plays here for Toronto. I like Jake Gardiner, Morgan Riley defensively. Probably the only place I got to go there. They kind of like Anderson here in this game as well. He started that last game out against Tampa Bay, gave up 4, so maybe he's pissed. You know what I mean? I don't know. This is a tough game. I almost just want to stay away from it, but with the 6.5 over under on it, you know, it might be the highest over under on the slate. I mean, Hubert and Hoffman are great plays, I think. Both those wingers, maybe some Barkov, but it's well, I'll just stop right there. It's the top line for me from Florida or nothing. That's how I'm going to play it. Top line Florida or nothing at all from Florida. Ekblad is okay at 4,300. Yandel at 4,900. I don't want anything else. And no Luongo. So Yando and Ekblad in the top line, which will be Huberto, Barkov, and Hoffman from Florida. No Luongo. Tons more interest in Toronto for me. But I could see Florida winning this game. I really could. I'm not just saying that because I'm almost certain this is like a real close to being a must win for Florida. So next game up, Anaheim Ducks heading into Columbus, take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Let me jump over here quick. We have a 5.5 over under in this game, and I didn't write down the line. Columbus is a minus 170 home favorite. That is absolutely ridiculous. As hot as Anaheim has been, Columbus is a minus 170 home favorite. That is absolutely ridiculous. What do you like in this game, Jared?
Well, I don't like Raquel being injured here for Anaheim. That's probably what also kind of stipulated it. You seen Anaheim? What was it? I think it was Andre Cassé there that had a hat trick the other night. I think that's probably what's behind Cole to say everyone's getting a hat trick these days. I think he was one. Certainly, I was originally going to say no part of Anaheim until Joe made me kind of second guess it here. They realized Daniel Sprung doesn't play on the first line, I guess, because now he's down to the third. And it's Andre Case, Ryan Getzlaf, and Pontus Ahlberg on the first one. And look at this. They've combined for, looks like 9 goals in 5 games. Looking down on that second line, Jacob Silverberg, 4 goals in 5 games. All at pretty affordable prices here. And they're going up against Bobrovsky, right? I think you said? Who's 2-2 with a 4.81 in the last 5 games. At first, I was saying I think I got a slight interest in Columbus here. But I might have to get on this, whether Aberg in case or Getzlaf in case there, and take a shot there. Because, I mean, even if I'll tell you what, I have no trouble in adding Silverberg to the mix and play a mixed pairing of first and second liners here because of the shot production, because that's where their goals are coming from. And I think that'll be you know what? I'm going to make that a GPP play for me because I don't think the chalk's going to be there. And I'm not sure how much ownership's going to be there, especially looking at that's a quite contrarian when you got Columbus at the 170 favorite here. I do want to check what's Columbus at home doing here. CVJ. They do give up 3.4 goals a game here. They don't take as many penalties, so I'm happy to just stick with what I just gave you on those 3 combos. Defensively here for Anaheim, I'm going to stay away from them because your defensemen that are going to be good plays cost a lot for a defenseman. So I'm going to stay clear of the defense. In Anaheim, I just don't want to part of the goalie here. It's Gibson, who's 3-1 with a 3.41 in the past 5. So he's allowing a little bit of goals. And yeah, just no interest here. What do we got? Columbus taking 32 shots per game. And Anaheim certainly doesn't take a lot of shots, 27 to be exact. So no interest in the Columbus goalie either. The issue you run into for Columbus here, the bread man, as Joe calls him, or maybe everyone calls him that, Artemi Panarin. And Cam Atkinson, and they are pricey. Cam Atkinson, a roaring 7,500, but 7 points in 5 games, 23 shots. I think if you're going to play Columbus, these two guys have to be in your lineup. And from the defensive side, who has to be in your lineup is Seth Jones at 6,400. But like I said, now that I've analyzed some of this data and looked at it, I'm leaning a pair. I'm actually probably leaning towards pairing it out and just taking Getzlaf and Silverberg because Case all in one night is his stats. So in reality, he has 2 goals, and he still has 2 goals and 4 assists in the past 5. He might be the odd man I leave out though, and just run the Getzlaf and Silverberg. But this is like line 5 for me, of the plays.
Oh, no way. Not for me. And his name is not Case.
It's Kase, I think they pronounce it.
Andre Kasha. Don't ask me how, but it is. Andre Kasha. And Pontus Aberg. I listened.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Byfuglien.
Well, I'm not. I'm just saying, dude. Listen, trust me. This is why I'm saying this. I have a story. There's a background to it. I listened to an interview with Ryan Getzlaf yesterday, I believe it was, right? This cat loves playing with these two guys. Absolutely loves it. They're great young players, man. Give me Pontus Aberg. Give me Ryan Getzlaf. Andre Kasha. Boom. Let's go. That's what I'm looking for, man. I'm telling you, Jared, do not sleep on Anaheim. I understand. Boom. 3,000 miles. I get it. Not quite 3,000 miles. Actually, it's not going to be quite 3,000 miles. We're going to be just under 3,000 miles to get to Columbus. Okay? So, dude, I like Anaheim here, man. And you know, man, I'm not an Anaheim fan. I don't play the Ducks, dude. The Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. That's like a movie I watched when I was 5 or 6 years old, some shit like that, man. I don't even, was that a Michael J. Fox movie? I think that was the Michael J. Fox movie, the Mighty Ducks, right? Maybe not. Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, it's Emilio.
Emilio Estevez, right?
Yeah.
There we go. I like this top line of Aberg, Getzlaf, and Kasha. I can't say it any other way. As far as Ryan Kessler goes, nah, he don't even exist on the slate for me. Jakob Silverberg, hell yeah, dude. Jared, he's a great play, Silverberg. Absolutely. Daniel Sprong, congratulations, Anaheim. You're welcome from a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. I agree with you on Lindholm, a little too pricey, but Brandon Montour, 3 goals, 4 assists over the last 5 games at 5,100. I think that's doable. Those numbers right there from Montour are just as good as the numbers that we looked at for Letang or Carlson at literally $1,500 to $1,700 cheaper, right? No, more than that. No, yeah, about 1,500. So I think we got to look at Montour here, man. Gibson in the net? No, no way, because I think that Columbus could score here. Columbus side, Jared, I absolutely, totally, 100% agree with you all the way around. What I'm going to look at here, certainly, will be the bread man, Panarin, and I'll look at Atkinson. But I'll also look at that price tag of Atkinson at 7,500 and say, "Ooh, that's be tough." But if you want to play him, why not, man? The numbers are incredible. Panarin, 6K, numbers are okay. Josh Anderson, Boone Jenner, the winger that's playing center. Foligno. I mean, for salary relief, you could play them guys for salary relief. You know what I mean? But it's the top line here. Defensively, Seth Jones, man, this guy's incredible, dude. 6,400. That's a great play as well. That's it. No Bobrovsky for me. I do. I'm not gonna lie to anybody here, man. This isn't quite my. Anaheim is not quite the level of my Vancouver love that I've had here lately. Um, but yeah, I'm digging Anaheim. Why not? Okay. Next game up on the slate, we don't have a line for. New Jersey Devils heading into Nashville to take on the Nashville Predators. I don't know about this game. We are confirmed Keith Kincaid on the back-to-back for New Jersey here, and should be Pekka Rinne. What do you like here, Jared? This is nothing for me.
All right, here's what and this will take a hot minute or two, but I got to go through it. The last 10 games, let me make sure. This is the New Jersey game, right? Yeah. Last 10 games for New Jersey starts with Islanders put up 4 goals against them. Lightning put up 5 goals against them. Florida put up 4 goals against them. Capitals 6 goals. The Jets 4 goals. The Lightning 5 goals. The Kings 3 goals. The Ducks 6 goals. The Sharks 5 goals. And the Golden Knights yesterday 4 goals. Their defense is non-existent, guys. And I think as much as me and Joe have tried to figure out this Nashville team without their stars and said, where is the goals going to come from? Is it going to be 5 guys with 1 goal each? Can we get some multi-point guys out there? I think we got to take a chance on these ones, guys. And, let me just look. I think, besides Chicago, the New Jersey has given up the most goals since I've started keeping track here. Look at the top 6 guys. Certainly, I'd like more shot production, but these guys are going to come at a cheap price, and you can even 3-stack them and then run a 2 solid heavy line on the other end and get some production here. Like, let's just say you are running the Mitch Marner and John Tavares line, and you say, I'm going to take Hartman on this first line at 4,200 with 14 shots and 2 goals. I'm going to take Kyle Turris on this second line with 3 points in 5 games. And I'm going to take Craig Smith on this second line with 3 points and 12 shots in 5 games. And you run with it, guys, because there's no way that – and certainly, here's your goalie play. It's certainly got to go down here to Rinne. He's the most expensive, but he's getting that guaranteed 3 points on the cash game play. He's certainly going to get you shots. It's one thing that I don't think New Jersey sleeps on his shots. Let me just get they're taking 33 shots a game. He's getting you shots. He's going to get the saves. To me, I don't look for New Jersey to score him 1 goal tomorrow, to be honest. That's the 3 players that I like. If you don't want to run those 3, or if maybe you don't want to run Hartman, run Sissons down there on that third line with 6 points in 5 games, 3 goals and 3 assists. That's fine. Defensively, certainly you can look at Ryan Ellis for 5,200. You can look at Roman Josi for 6,200. Ekholm, 4,400 in play, guys. I look for this Nashville team to honestly put up 5 goals tomorrow. And I think Joe's not alone in that a lot of people haven't been on Nashville, and I think this could be the one that if you get in on it and they do hit, you're going to find yourself at the top of that leaderboard. And Cole, we might not lose 5 days in a row tomorrow, buddy.
Do we think New Jersey is better than Vancouver?
I don't know. I mean, aren't we a watcher of the 10-game stats?
I do watch 10-game stats, but I also know that Nashville's not scoring. Not really. I mean, I'm with you. I absolutely on New Jersey. I'm totally with you. They're bad.
They give up 4.3 goals a game on the road.
Who? Jersey?
Yep.
4.3 on the road. Man, dude, you're killing me. You know I don't want to play Nashville, man.
I want to play what's going to win me money.
I know, but I don't want to play Nashville. Now I'm going to have to play Nashville because if I don't play Nashville, then all night tomorrow night, I'm going to have to think about this conversation we're having right now, knowing that I missed a Nashville lineup that went totally off. If I don't play,
here's the thing. They're so cheap, though. You know, like if they were the prices we'd expect.
I agree with you. I can't play Johansson. I'll make a deal with you there.
Now, the more I look at it, I'd rather play Sissons and do the double stack on the second line.
Fine. I'm looking. For me, I think Hartman and Fiala is okay. Jan Krok, Cal Turris, Craig Smith, Colton Sissons. It would be those 6 guys right there. So I think that's where I'd go. That's where I will go. I mean, I know Nick Vanino and Austin Watson. Get the defense out of the way. Yossi and Ellis, fine plays. Like Ekholm's price at 4,400. So those 3 defensemen for me. Yeah, I like Cal Turris, Craig Smith, certainly. And then I do like Sissons, Jan Krok, and Hartman, and Fiala. I kind of like their second power play unit better than the first, to be honest.
The shots per. Let me see here. The shots per game for Vancouver. Okay, 28.1. I was just saying because Nashville held Vancouver to 19 shots total,
but gave up 3 goals.
Yeah.
I'm with you on Nashville, man. I am. New Jersey, nothing. I'm not even going to talk about them because I can't play them. They're really, really bad on the road, man. Rene's in play for you.
Yeah. I mean, he has to be.
I agree. I do agree. I can't believe you talked me into playing Nashville, man. Next game up on the slate.
They'll be high ownership.
What?
You think a lot of people be on them, or you think we?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that. Not when you have Washington and Toronto on the slate.
Yeah, that's how I'm thinking. I think it could be a nice little cash in there.
Could be. I hope so, because I'm gonna have to play them now, so they better hit. If not, you pay me my money back. Next game up on the slate: Dallas Stars heading to Colorado, take on the Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche are a minus 175 home favorite, over under of 6 in this game. Colorado is coming off a road trip, yeah.
Yeah, they've been on the road. I think.
Is this their first game back?
Tonight or last night they played. They lost in overtime, right?
I don't remember. I don't know. Whatever. I don't like this game either.
Okay, yeah, they lost tonight. Tonight was their St. Louis loss in overtime.
Were they in St. Louis or at home?
In St. Louis.
So this will be their first game back off the or off the road trip. Colorado's.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like Colorado.
Let me just look because I know these guys. Okay, so they did play November 24th there, right before or right after Thanksgiving, and that was the 3-2 Avalanche win, and that one was also in Colorado.
Well, I'm with Cole on this one. I think McKinnon is a lock, but that's it. Maybe not a lock to play on every one of my slates, but You talk about them. I don't like teams coming off a road trip first game back home. I just don't like playing them.
See, more so Dallas Wingers has been my Nashville, for you that I cannot get this team right. But you know what? I'm going to the well here tomorrow, and I'm going to say Jamie Bennett 6,000. And look at this. You know what? These guys are all three in play. Ben, Sagan, Radulov. My God, this is like the day after Christmas sale, right? For this first line. 6,000 for Ben, 6,400 for Sagan, 6,200 for Radulov. And look at that. DraftKings does have a sale on them because look what FanDuel's charging for Ben and Sagan, 7,700 and 7,800. I think that's where you're heading tomorrow, guys. And who'd you say was in goal tomorrow? Grubauer.
No.
Now, Grubauer played tonight. It's going to be.
Grubauer started tonight. It'll be Varlamov. And it should be Bishop because I believe Kudobin started last night. Or Kudobin, however you want to pronounce it.
Okay. Yeah, so I certainly, you know what, and like I said, I've been loving Heiskanen and Lindell, dude. I've been stacking them every time I play them recently, and it's paid off. And then I've been getting about 6 to 7 point average between the two of them. So let me just see if I can't. Colorado. Yeah, I'm probably going to go down to one defenseman here. I'm probably going to keep it with you know what? I'm going to keep it with Heiskanen tomorrow defensively here. So I like the first line stack. Like Joe said, Joe can talk me onto something. I just talked him on Nashville. He just talked me into that long road trip hurting Colorado. You know what? It's the elevation thing. Even though they're residents, now they're back into that thin air after a while. It plays with them. So I'm not on Colorado. Certainly, Cole and Joe are right. It's McKinnon. I think you can even make a case for Rantanen, who had a good game against them too at 7,700 in the last showing. So McKinnon or Rantanen, I think both are giving you production that you can, put value behind that play. Other than that, I think you can also look at Comfort, Soderberg as one-off plays as well. Should you, want to save some cash for other guys, I think those would be plays as well. I think probably more Comfort for me than Soderberg. Defensively here, I played Eric Johnson and Tyson Berry a couple times this year, but I'm really not on him. I guess Barry has the potential there at 5,400. He could be a pick too. You know what? Let me just check one more thing before I confirm what I'm saying here. But yeah, I have interest in Ben Bishop tomorrow.
Yeah, I get some slight interest in Bishop. I wouldn't even mind a little bit of Varlamov if I think he's going to get enough shots. I just don't know if he'll get the win. But for Dallas, just real quickly, I really don't want to play this game at all on the main slate. Maybe a late slate contest or something like that, but not really a main slate. It's Ben, Sagan, and Radulov, obviously. That price tag on Brett Ritchie, 2,700 is fine for a second line winger. That would be it for me, really. I like Heiskanen a lot defensively. Excuse me. I agree with you on Lindell also. And like I said, I do got some interest in Bishop. Colorado side here, I think Jared nailed everything. It's McKinnon. You're going to pay for these guys, and I don't think you need to. There's better there's better studs on this slate to pay for than this game. So McKinnon and Rantanen would be okay. JT Compher, Carl Soderberg. Defensively, I like Gerard a little bit, Eric Johnson, Tyson Berry. That would be it for me, really. And I don't want Varlamov. Like I said, this game is just I really don't like this one. Last game on the slate. We'll get into it, and then we can get out of here. I think we're going to skip the game tonight, and it's almost 12:30 already. Philadelphia Flyers. Man, I had a brain fart there and forgot what they were called. Philadelphia Flyers heading into Vancouver to take on the Vancouver Canucks. Philly's still on the road trip, right? So they're not going to be traveling 3,900 miles, correct?
Yeah, they shouldn't be. Didn't they just get stomped?
Yeah, where they play?
Oh, they played Edmonton. Yeah.
Edmonton. Okay, yeah. So Philly's already on the road. They're already out there, out and about, and they're going to put the next, All-Star in the net tomorrow, Alex Lyon. I was just kidding, man. They're going to start Alex Lyon. Poor Alex Lyon. And Canucks should be starting Jacob Markstrom on the front end of a back-to-back. Jared, I don't need to say it, my friend. You know where you need to go in this game. What do you like here?
Yeah, you're exactly right. It's Levo, it's Pedersen, it's Besser. And you know what? If you're feeling groovy in a GPP league, you know what? Screw it. Screw the word GPP. If you're feeling groovy in a cash game, you even throw in Bo Horvat on that first line. Throw the 4-pack out there. I have no issues with it. Alex, I'm lying if I call myself an NHL goalie. Alex Lyon will probably give up 4 to 5 goals again tomorrow. Throw in Alexander Edler here on the as well on the defensive end here. When I'm looking, I think Cole said it in the last game here when we talked about McKinnon being like a one-off play. I think Giroux's the one-off play for Philly tomorrow. I don't think they'll get shut out, but it just seems like Giroux was just trying to prove himself some value to get the heck out of Philly. So at 6,600, I wouldn't mind taking a play. I mean, he does have 9 points in 5 games. So he's on a hot streak here. And, I don't know. Like, did Elias Pettersson not reach the age requirement to get a high salary on DraftKings or what? 5,700. The dude's got 11 points in 5 games. Hey, more money for us. We'll take it, right, Joe? And, I don't think we need to dive any more deep to that. I'm taking, if you don't want to pay the 8,400 for Rene for that guaranteed win, I think you can certainly put a case here for Markstrom at 7,500. I think you said it was Markstrom, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what they get projected out anyway. I'm with you and Cole here with Giroux. I think that's it, and I think he's trying to get the hell out of Dodge, man. I really do. If you need some added value, Coutier and Voracek, okay, I guess, whatever. I'm not on the Philly side here, guys. I've been shouting it from the rooftops, man. And it's noticeable if people take a look here, honestly. Since the hell's that cat's name? Edler. Since Alexander Edler, came back, this is a different team. It really is. It's a different team. And I'm playing some Josh Levo, Elias Pettersson, and Brock Besser. Levo posted a 0 last time out. I don't care. He ruined my lineup for me, but I'm going right back. Guys. I got a love affair with this line. I do. I can't get off of it, man. I do like Bo Horvat as well. Um, I like Alexander Edler. Great. Um, don't even mind Ben Hunt at 3,600. Don't think you need to go below that. However, I don't think I want to play Markstrom, but I think you could in a GPP. I just don't think you could do it in a cash game. But I think you could play Markstrom in a GPP. Um, because I do think that there's a possibility he gives up goals here. Um, that's the only reason I wouldn't play him in a cash game. I think he could give up some goals to Philly because I don't think he's shutting out Philly. They got much more interest in Rene as far as a win goes. But that's it for me, man. That's the last game on the slate. What are you thinking? Give me your top three offenses. We're not going to play the game, so give me your top three offenses for tomorrow.
All right, top three offenses. I'm sticking. I got Vancouver, I got Nashville, and I got Toronto.
I'm with you for the most part. It'll go in this order for me. No, it won't. I'm not giving you my order. I'll give you a 4 because I have to throw them in there because I do like Toronto too. But I also like Montreal, and I also like Nashville, and I also like Vancouver. Um, I would like Pittsburgh, but their goals are too spread out. That's just it for me. You know what I mean? It's not condensed enough. That's all. So Cole says Florida, Montreal, and Colorado. Man, you're killing me on Colorado, Cole. Damn, dude.
And he's only playing McKinnon.
Yeah. Oh man.
I guess McKinnon with 5 goals tomorrow.
We're allowed to disagree, man. You know what I mean? We're allowed to disagree. It's what this is
Now
all
we're
about.
gonna find out what Cole, what Cole's talking about with that Discord though. That'd be cool, as games approach, maybe people will throw out diamond stacks here. I think the goal of our channel is certainly everyone wins money, right? I mean, we have our league contest, but we want everyone winning money out there.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is all about like as far as Cole, Raiders fan, like I said, FHU Slater, I believe that's Michael Vaughn. Kevin's in here all the time. Myron is in here a lot. So building a little bit of a DFS hockey community here, man. Why not? And some knowledgeable people too. That's the one thing I like about these guys, and they're knowledgeable. They're not just throwing out shit. Cole knows what he's talking about. Raiders knows what he's talking about. Myron, all them guys, they know what they're talking about. Kevin, I talk with him on Twitter sometimes here and there. So yeah, whatever. It's awesome. So with that being said, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Like it's 12:30 Eastern time here, Saturday morning. I got to get a little bit of sleep because of the shit I got to do tomorrow. So good luck to everyone. And like I said, I won't be on Saturday for the show. It'll be all on Jared. So good luck, everyone. We'll see you again tomorrow.